It's our 7th and final day of action, and we have a whole host of diving disciplines to bring to you to wrap up what has been a fabulous week at these FISU World University Games Summer Rhine-Ruhr 2025. And the excitement is going to be off the charts. We start off with the women's 1 meter springboard final. Divers from 7 countries, 1 individual neutral athlete will be taking part. They get to dive 5 times. Let's cover the 5 types of dive, which means a forward dive, backward, reverse, inward, and 1 with a twist. Kim Na-hyun, reverse. So didn't start the dive right at the very end of the board, which means that you have a little bit less air, but she's still very strong, great rotation, and working hard just to get herself that vertical entry. And very elegant with the movement, but afterwards just coming over a little bit too hard, but because of the DD, she'll get a good score from that, 52.8. So a lot of really good things in that 403B. Avery Keys, inward 1.5, pike position, 2.4 the DD. Again, looking to breach the 50-point barrier. That would be a good score. A good strong start there for Avery. Divers can choose any of the 3 1 meter springboards. As you can see, Avery choosing to go on the one further away from our side of the pool. Good head position, locked down there, comes out of it. And she'll get 51.6. That's a solid start for Avery Keys. Wang Yi next up. Took gold in the women's 3 meter synchronized with Wang Wei Yang. Here we go, inward 1.5 pike. Yeah, it's just very, very classy indeed. And the emotions coming out from the head coach, Lin Huabin. Look at that, great strength. Good holding position and coming out and just looking very slick. Straightening up and having that vertical entry. And 56.4, because it's just difficult to just note anything negative from that dive. Very slick. And an inward 1.5 somersault for Yang Yu, the 12th and final diver here in this 1 meter springboard final. As Yang Yu with a 403B. And again, great strength to get into the rotation. So the leg's just coming over a little bit. She saves it marginally. It's still going to be a good solid dive. Judges' perspective, of course, they'll just see the entry going in, so 54 points and just a couple of points behind her teammate at the top of the pile. Erika Sazanova, forward 2.5, 2.6 DD this one. Pike position. That's nice, that's really nice. Oh, well done, Erika. Again, you've got 2.5 rotations, so it's got to pack all of that in, and then you've got to come out, you've got to reach, but you've also got to lock. And you can see that she's really straightening up those legs as much as she possibly can, and justifiably breaches the 50-point barrier to move to treble figures, 101.1. And Katerina with a forward 2.5 pike, 2.6. A lot of dive this one. That's really nice. That is a slick operation there coming from Katarina. 50.4 points in her first dive. She'll get more than that for this one. A little bit of a battle to come out because you've got quite a lot to pack in 2.5 pike position as well, but that's good. 50.7. Now, Wang Yi. So 105B, so forward 2.5 in a pike position. 2.6 TD, she's got 56.4. She's top of the pile coming into this. Good dive, good strong diving there once again. But, there you go. Oh, everything was perfect, rotation. But look at her position on the board. That little extra step closer to the edge would have probably helped her with a better entry. But it's still going to be a good, strong dive with a pretty good score there, 50.7, because of the degree of difficulty. She's already going through the motions, of course, with her coach because she knows what she needs to improve. That step, the approach, and a forward 2.5 pike for Ouyang Yu. Yeah, that is just fabulous diving. And it's funny how the Chinese divers, they kind of work with each other. If one diver doesn't get the best dive, then they've got this like friendly rivalry, and the next will try and do what the other one didn't do. And look at that, that is just extraordinary, 58.5. She showed us what she was capable of doing, and Ouyang Yu now moves into the lead ahead of Wang Yi, with Avery Geese third on the podium for the United States. Kim Na-hyun of Korea. Kim Na-hyun, back 1.5 pike. Currently third. Well, the Seoul Cyber University student studying social sciences will be quite happy with that. Entry just a little bit forced at the very end. Again, she's one of the tallest divers here in the 12. 47.15. Couldn't quite bring herself around and just get that vertical entry. And Katarina Hoffmann forward 1.5 with 2 twists. A DD of 2.6. Big dive. This is currently 6th. That's good. Love the way that she understood the urgency of coming out of the rotation and getting herself for that entry. She'll get a good score for this. Strong off the springboard. There you go, the twists are coming in, and then she comes out. Legs just coming over, but 50 points here, 49.4, 150, so showing great consistency for the 3 dives now. And she'll move up into second position. It's Kiara Milligan, forward 2.5 pike, so another DD of 2.6. Get a good dive from this, move up the rankings. That's good. That's again Kiara showing us what she's capable of doing. And the Australian diver, perfect spot, and good work on the rotations. 50.7, and that really is good. She'll be happy with that. Hey, Rikis, it's a 203B, back 1.5 pike. Nice, slick dive there coming from Avery. So 104.9, she should push herself up into the top place provisionally before the two Chinese divers come. And the entry, not bad at all. 47.15 into the top spot. And now it's, so she'll stay in third position, at least. Wang Yi, back 1.5, Pike. Well, I mean, what can you say? Sometimes there are dives that are just, you know, wonderfully executed, and other times I think you can definitely say that, oh, that was great. Legs coming across, saved it so well. Wasn't much to say, but just getting herself that entry. You can see the legs just coming over, so losing a few points there, but it's over 50, 51.75 and 158.85. She just moves 6.8 points ahead of Avery Gies with Ouyang Yu, back 1.5, a DD of 2.3. 46.35, and she moves back into the top spot. And she'll logically get it with that dive. Again, she's a very exquisite diver. It's very quick rotation. And the 203B, lovely position. The judges like that. Entry was not bad at all, and of course you can see 56.35. There's 8s and 8.5s. She does logically move to the top. Kim Na-hyun, it's an inward 1.5 pike. She's currently on 151, 95, and in fourth position. Yeah, very slick. You can just see that the right position there with the toes, legs. It's a good entry as well. She worked really hard to get a good entry on that occasion. 50.4 for Kim, and does really well. The 21-year-old Seoul is the back 1.5 pike for Katarina Hoffmann. Just not outside of the medals, fifth position. Good dive. She'll be smiling with that. She might even be very close to Kim Na-hyun with just a few points behind maybe, but great strength and good height. That's the good pike position, and just coming out, entry suffered marginally. 48.3 for Katarina, 198 into second position provisionally. And Kiara Milligan, it's an inward 1.5, 2.4 DD in the pike position. Yeah, it's good. Kiara, 8th position coming into this. And just putting together a couple of good dives. Diving since the age of 7. Actually, 9th in a youth diving meet here in Dresden in 2019. 50.4 for Kiara. Well done. Avery Gies, it's a reverse 1.5 pike, 2.4. Currently third. Good dive. Very classy from Avery. Third position. She gets 50 points. She moves into the top position, and she's not going to be far off that logically. great strength, good rotations, the hold was good. Judges will see all of that. Comes out nicely, entry not bad at all. Bit of extra splash, so. But 50.4, she does move into the top position ahead of, she's putting a bit of pressure on the two Chinese divers who are coming next up. Wang Yi, she's got 158.85 currently in silver medal position, reverse 1.5 pike. Yeah, fabulous diving once again. Support from the Chinese teammates. The height was good. Little battle there just to get herself the right entry, but she saves it really well. And I think with the judges, they won't see that there's anything too much wrong with that. And a little bit of ripple, but you can understand that it was really work right until the very end. And a 52.8 point score, 2:11.65. She leads Avery Gies by 9 points. Ouyang Yu. 42 points, she moves top. Reverse 1.5 pike. Oh, it's just flawless, isn't it? I don't know, we always talk about how easy some of the dives look. They're so difficult though. So much hard work goes into create the full package, the full repertoire, and that was top quality, and she'll get a big score for that, 58.8. Mastering the waters here in Berlin, Ouyang Yu is again pushing further away from her teammate Wang Yi. Avery Gies battling it out with Kim Na-hyun. 0.1 of a point separating the two divers. Kim Na-hyun. It's a 105B, so forward 2.5 rotations, pike position. Currently fourth. She want to get a big score from this. She's on 202 at the moment. Great dive. What a way to finish. And she will be knocking on the door of the 50-point mark, I think, with that. Maybe a few points less. Just look at the entry. Yeah, the entry will suffer, so just below, I think. She's not at the sweet spot on the board, so didn't get that extra bit of height, and then afterwards the legs going back, so she'll be picked up on that. 45.5 and 247.85. She has moved into the top spot, but now we've got competition coming her way. Katharina Hoffmann, reverse 1.5 pike. She's on 198.80. 49 points, moves her to the top. Great dive. You can see there's limited ripple there, and that will always bring a lot of high fives from the coaches. They can see them. Yadil, Gamboa Gomez, Talia Chiquina, Reed Merritt, Yuju. They celebrate because they know that that's going to be a good score. She might just be moving to the top. Put a little bit of pressure on the divers that are about to come, especially her teammates, Avery Gies and the two Chinese divers. 50.4, she does move top. And congratulations, Katharina. That's what her coaches have asked for. Kiara Milligan, forward 1.5 with a twist, 2.2 the DD. And she needs to get 50 points to move top. And she might be close to that as well. You can see that she really does get great height. Love the way that Kiara pushes really hard, straight into the twist, straight into the rotation. Not in that sweet spot, a little bit closer would have given her a little bit more spring. Entry suffered a little bit. It's not going to be 50, I don't think, for Kiara, but a smile worth its weight in gold. 42.9, and a little bit frustrating as she moves into third position, knowing that a medal's out of reach now. Now, Avery Gieser, it's a reverse 1.5 twist in a free position. She's currently third, and she needs to get 46.5 5 points to move top and get a medal. It's a good dive. Is it enough? Entry not too far off, and she's going to dislodge her teammate Katharina Hoffmann if she gets more than 46 points. It's doing the calculations, and I think that she will. It's not a bad entry, in fact. And she's got a hug. She has done it, 49.4. Avery Gies puts herself on the podium. And there you go, the order has just changed, but we've got 2 more Chinese divers here. And first up, Wang Yi versus 1.5 twist, free position. All she needs is 40 points to move to the top of the pile. Well, you wouldn't bet against her, providing us with something very exquisite. And that most definitely was. Just look at what she does here. Wonderful rotations. Legs coming in just a little bit late, of course. Just look at that. She's trying to save it as she... But look at the technical difficulty of the dive. There'll be judges will give her lots of points. It's going to be over the 50-point barrier, 54.6 and up to 266.25. Ouyang Yu only needs 39 points to take the gold medal with a forward 1.5 with a twist. Oh, she's guaranteed it with that dive. I mean, that was laced with panache. She's been diving brilliantly, Ouyang Yu. And she'll surely please the judges with that fine dive. A little bit back from the board, but the execution and the entry triggers the applause from the Chinese coaching staff. And there are the hugs and the smiles because she knows it. Waiting for that final score. And there it is, 46.2. Ouyang Yu takes the gold medal in this women's 1 meter springboard final. And congratulations to her. She got gold in the women's 3 meter synchronized final. That's her second gold medal here in Berlin. Student from Beijing Sport University, 23 years of age. Congratulations. And of course, Wang Yi of China gets her first medal here in Berlin, with Avery Gies of the United States of America taking the bronze medal.